Well, hello, everybody. I am Louise Eddington, the Cosmic Owl of Cosmic Owl Astrology. And today I just want to talk a little bit about my book, The Complete Guide to Astrology, Understanding Yourself, Your Signs, and Your Birth Chart. Now, this book is doing really well. It's usually up in the top 10,000 of all books on Amazon, and that's really good for an astrology book. It's usually in the top 20 astrology books. Those numbers wildly fluctuate depending on purchases on a day or in a minute, but it's doing well. So thank you everybody that's bought the book already. If you haven't, I'm going to put a link below that you can order it, but it's available from all booksellers: Amazon, Barnes and Noble, indie bookstores, or on indie online stores. So, make sure you get your copy from your preferred provider. But, I just wanted to talk a little bit about it today. First of all, I'm just going to read you one of the endorsements for it. Then I'm going to read you an example from the book so you can get an idea of what you're going for. I'm very, very proud of this book. It's my second book. My first, Modern Astrology, did very well as well and still continues to sell. And I'm really proud to be an author of two books so far on astrology. So one of the endorsements I would love to share is from one of my teachers. Her name is Patricia Walsh. She's an astrologer and author of Understanding Karmic Complexes, Evolutionary Astrology and Regression Therapy. Louise aimed to bring the stars down to earth, and she hit her mark. A rare offering that combines breadth and depth with clear and concise writing. It's been a long time since a fresh, accessible, and comprehensive introduction to astrology book has been published for current and future generations. This book is a welcome addition to anyone's astrology library. I will be recommending it to my students, and that's like, wow, Now, this book, I aim to write it from an inclusive perspective. Now, there's nothing political about this at all. It's just that we all have, yin yang, masculine, feminine, night and day energy within us. And since astrology is the language of the stars, it's my thesis in this book. And it's been informed a little bit by astrologer Jason Holly, particularly, who I have also studied with, is that if we change the language, it makes it a more inclusive, diffuse energy. And the astrology itself is still what it is. It's just that, we create our perspective creates what we understand about the universe, the cosmos. So that's kind of where it's coming from, really. It's, now I talk about it about, for example, Mars is always called masculine, the male, the warrior. Yet traditionally, Mars ruled Scorpio, which is a water, deep emotional sign, and also Aries, which is a fire sign. So I've asked in this book to really think about language in a different way and use the concepts of night for what we called feminine and day for what we call masculine. And the reason why is because I introduced an old Hellenistic astrology technique, but adapted it to modern astrology. And we can see day and night. We can see how that turns. And we can see that we have those twilight periods as well, where it's neither quite day, neither quite night. And this really fits us better than this polarized binary saying, well, this is masculine, this is feminine, and that's that. Anyway, that's kind of talking a little bit about so I'm just going to read you a little bit, and then I hope you'll buy my book. And if you've already got it, please leave me a review. So Sagittarius, I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I want to read from the keywords. Wonder and wonder, that's with an A and an O, are the primary words for Sagittarius because they like to wander physically and mentally, and they often live in a state of wonder at the world. Sagittarius is the seeker of truth and freedom and loves exploration of all kinds. They're often seen as naive, inspirational, and eternal optimists. Spiritually oriented and visionary, they have the ability to see the big picture of life. If Sagittarius embraces life as a quest for experience and truth, their tendency toward naivety can become higher wisdom. And Walt Disney, Jane Fonda, Jimi Hendrix, Jay-Z, and Gianni Versace were all born under the sign of Sagittarius. And so was I. And Jane Fonda is one of my personal heroines. So I hope you'll buy my book. Just getting a taste of it there will convince you to go and buy it, and or encourage you to go and buy it. Or go to Amazon and leave me a review, or Goodreads, that's another place. Thanks so much.